Welcome to Dreams Divine Tarot, where is nothing you is not you. Welcome to Dreams Divine Tarot.
Hi guys, it's so good to see you. Hey, so it's Sunday, right? Happy Sunday. Beginning of a new week. I love it. I'm feeling a lot of good energy today, so let's see what the cards hold, shall we? Let's first off, let's check the description, guys. The description in there, you're gonna find information about the numbers, angel numbers that I usually pull out of my cards. Um, let's see what else. There's a birth chart in there. So if you're looking for when, if you're looking for information about your birth chart, I've got a whole free birth chart in my description. Also, my prices. Um, the only thing I don't have in there, which I may fix today, is that I have half price. Okay, so regular reading is about anywhere between 30 and 45 minutes, and that costs 80. And then 15-minute readings, just quick how do you do's, answer a few questions, is 40, so it's half price. And it's 12 cards and some clarification cards in 15 minutes. It's what I usually do for our readings that I do every day. So in case you guys needed more information about that, I do have a personal reading later this afternoon. So I wanted to get this done so I could get that on its way. All right, let's see. What else? The song for today. Who are you to wave your finger? You must have been out your head. I hold deep in muddy waters. You practically raise the dead. Rob the grave to snow the cradle and burn the evidence down. Soapbox house of cards and glass, so don't be tossing your stones around. You must have been so high. So this song is about you've heard the saying, it's the pot calling the kettle black, right? Or or don't, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, right? So it's possibly um just that someone's doing this over here and judgy, pointing that finger in your face and judgment. Well, don't be pointing your finger at me. Okay, you got how many pointing back at you, buddy? That's exactly right. So let's get this party started, shall we? I'm so glad to see you guys. So good. So good to see you. Loving it. I'm loving it. The energy. Yes. Come on through, spirit. Um, yeah, I've been doing quite a few personal readings lately, and that's great. It's a blessing, right? So it's just exactly. Come on, divine. Yeah, yes. Finally, like getting that build up. I love it. It's a trust thing, I think. Because I got return people returning, going, okay, Dream, now that this is happening, you're right. But I keep saying it's not me. This information does not come from me, guys. Okay, I'm just intuitive. I know what the cards are trying to say with the pictures and the words that they provide. It's the reason why I choose the ones with the words on them, so that it gives me many ideas at once, so that I can help a collective instead of, yeah. And usually, if I do a personal reading, I like to use the other cards, but I love doing these for the collective readings because it's obvious. There's so many people that could possibly be watching. And only Spirit knows. Only the universe knows how many people are going to be watching, who's going to be needing this information. So that's the information that is given to me. So I hope that helps you understand tarot a little bit better, or at least my way of reading. I love it. I did a little short this morning. That is my song. That is me singing it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. You can go and listen to the full song on any of my little mini readings that I do for my shorts. You can listen to those free on BandLab, so make sure you check that. The link is in the description. Of course it is. On the split, guard against deceit and concealment. That makes sense with the words of the song that I just sang. So, you must have been so high. You must have been so high. So I sing the devil on the split too, and on the bottom. Yeah, and that's where he's gonna stay. The devil. You're only limited by what you believe is possible. This is bondage, materialism, obsession, chains, shadow self, repression, and powerlessness. Responsibility, balance, harmony, and alignment. All right, the thing about the devil, since this is going to be our base, let's give you a little bit of history about the devil. The devil's standing here, or sitting on his, black clouds, right? And in front of him are the lovers. Okay. And they're chained, but they're loosely chained. Okay. This sometimes represents addiction, control, something that's holding you back, that bondage word. All right. Chains, obsessions. I've had it represent stalkers before. So we're going to keep all of these things in mind as we're doing the reading today. Okay. I might just put him over here so I can see. This is what our reading is about today. All right. I'm looking at him. Bad boy. Actually, I feel sorry for the Capricorns because they get such a bad rap because of this card. They had to make the devil a Capricorn. I mean, come on. Sorry, it's Earth energy though. So gotta love that. All right, first up, we've got the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is it's a reminder to listen to your inner voice. So this person who's waving their finger in your face and judging you, you know who they are, and you've formed an opinion already about their character, about something that they've done or said to you or about you or around you, something like that. I think you know who this is. I don't know that they're in your energy field right now. I don't feel them here now, but I do know that you have met them. Okay. You have before. All right, next is the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you ended a cycle with them. So you have it this maybe somebody that has been in a relationship with you, or even that just some, I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like it's romantic. I don't know. Let's get more information on it. All right, because the Wheel of Fortune, like I said, it's talking about new beginnings and the cycle restarting. So hopefully you're not restarting a cycle with that, because that's not cool. We don't want Judgerson over there, right? Next up is the Seven of Pentacles. This gives me, this is in your past. It's something that you're reaping now what you sowed then. So you may have believed in a bunch of their lies. They may have fed you a bunch of bullshit and you believed it, right? And then once you found out, like, this is what grew from it. Now, this is usually not taken as a negative card, but in this context, I'm going to have to take it like that. Whatever they did, it came to fruition, all right. it came out like, okay, yeah, I'm not cool about this. And you ended up being like in a suffering, a state of suffering because of this person. Ah, I got hair in my mouth. So you were in a state of suffering because of this person. I mean, but this is strength after suffering. So I believe that this was they're in your past. Okay, that kind of helps with that. That the timing of this, right? The magician, right? So this to me, let's go ahead and do the yeah. We'll do the thing too, the animation for you guys, because you can make your imagination real. This guy is very skilled. Okay, I believe this is you. And I say that because I feel like it's a friendly energy. It's somebody that is very kind and very knowledgeable. And usually the people that come and watch my readings or my collective that is usually around is very intelligent, very skilled in some way or another, usually very artistic. So that, that is why I believe that's you. You have a lot of creative power, skills and adaptation. You can go with the flow because you have control over the elements, right? All four elements, you know how to use them to your favor. I like that. That's interesting. Queen of Swords. Your clear communication expresses what's best for all. I think you did. I think you spoke your truth because that's what you do. That's what you do. You speak your truth. So not only are you the magician, you are also the Queen of Swords, who is very truthful, who is very intelligent, and observant and perceptive. Yes, very, very empathic, very empathic. Okay. You know what people are thinking and saying without listening or seeing. I mean, it is what it is. Like, you're gifted. You're gifted that way. And a lot of people are. But for some reason, I see you as more gifted. More gifted because of the magician. It's just saying you got extra skills. You may have extra abilities that you don't even, maybe you're not even aware of them. Uh, so I didn't know about my clairaudience till I was in my mid 30s. I had no idea that's what was going on. I had no idea. If you don't want to know what clairaudience is, look it up. It's very interesting. But I hadn't realized that that's what this was until I started playing with my tarot cards again. And I was like, wait, I, I started getting feelings and hearing certain things whenever I was playing with my cards. And I just realized that this is obviously, and I've got a lot of it caught on camera. It's great. I'll tell you guys the story sometime, but let's do this reading right now. The Ace of Cups is up next. Okay. I want to know about your extra abilities. We may have to ask about that. This is opening your heart and receiving the emotions around you. So you have a lot of love, people who care about you in your energy. Now, it doesn't seem like that all the time, and I understand that. I myself am very introverted, but occasionally, like on Wednesdays and Thursdays, I go out with my friends and I try to be more sociable. Okay, being social is not the best. It's not easy for all of us. Okay, me, I'm very shy. I try to get myself pumped up before I go because I don't. My biggest fear is to be judged, which it stems from my childhood and how I was treated then, and it does for all of us. But I am trying to come out of my shell. I hope that you do the same thing. If you're introverted, people want to love you. People want to care about you. And the thing I see about you is you're learning to love yourself, which is beautiful. Which is beautiful. It's hard to do. It's hard. I often say that it took me uh, from the time I started healing, really focusing on healing myself, till today. Uh, it's been about 2 years. And at the beginning of that, I could not look myself in the mirror, myself in the eyes, in the mirror, and say, I love you to myself without breaking down and crying. Now, if you think that's sad, you should hear the rest of my story. I've had a very rough life, but most of the chosen people, the people who have these special abilities and special gifts that are given to them by the divine, they have to go through all these tests first, right? It's like a strength test. Like you don't know your strength until you're tested kind of energy, right? You have to learn about yourself, and you can only meet others as deeply as you've met yourself. So that's lovely that you've gone through some of that same kind of inner work and you're finding love for yourself. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love that for you. All right, let me grab my white cards. Hang on just a sec. If I can find another. My butt sticking up in there. All right. So my white cards, of course, I've done by myself because I just close my eyes and let Jesus take the wheel. Spirits take over and let them, decide what goes on these cards. I only have the 100 cards right now. The rest of them I left in Vegas on accident. I was kicking myself for that. Sorry. But these have been working out really well. So I need to make some more. I really do. I really, really do. Okay. Now fixed. Soapbox house of cards and glass, so don't be tossing the stones around. I've seen Maynard James Keenan Tool 25 times in concert. I'm his biggest fan. I love him dearly. Ah, yes. Maynard for president. All right. All right. So I think we should listen to both sides of the cards today because there is another energy here that I'm reading, and he's very, very negative. So, or I say he because it feels very masculine, but it could be a she too. Do not take sexes in tarot as fact. Okay. I read energies, I just read energies, not sex. Okay. Self-sabotage is on the top. All right. I think this is them. I really do. I think you're done with the self-sabotage. You've done all that you can to make yourself a better person. So the self-sabotage, I believe, is them. Whatever happened between you, they made sure it happened. This says you make me whole. This tells me um maybe they need someone in their lives to feel like they're a complete person. And a lot of people do, and I think that's so sad, because you have to be able to live with yourself, right, and love yourself before you can actually give yourself like that to someone else. And if you can't meet yourself somewhere in the dark, then how are you ever going to meet someone else in the light? Above, um, yeah, they felt like they're above you. Um, I want to clear the air. I don't think that's an apology per se. I think it's more like I'm going to clear the air so that nobody thinks that what happened really happened. I want to convince other people that I wasn't the problem. That's what I got from that. I need clarity. There it is again. I think it's reiterating. They're going to just provide clarity for everyone that you guys know together, that you have your mutual friends. Feel me? Limbo. Right? I think it's you. You're over here like me. I'm doing me. Okay? I'm doing me. I'm not. Yeah, I'm done. You're done with that. I feel you on that. You're open to new things happening to you. You're not open to the old stuff, right? Nothing else matters but you right now. And that's not to say you're being selfish. That's to say you are taking your healing seriously, and it's something that you need to do. Like you know that, right? This was a fated meeting. I believe that they were soul tie, or you wouldn't be this energetically connected in this way. Um, Remember that a soul tie is somebody that you meet and that you're supposed to meet in your lifetime. It doesn't mean they're supposed to stay or that they're supposed to go or that you're supposed to hurt each other or that you're supposed to be karmics or that you're supposed to be soulmates, nothing like that. It's just somebody that you're supposed to meet and learn something from, whether they stay or go. Okay. So it's fated. They sure thought you were a soulmate. Okay, but I don't think they know really what soulmate is. I think they think they know what it is, but I don't think they really do. Yeah, you're super intelligent and loyal, okay? And something tells me this person was not. All right. And they said this a lot. Please forgive me. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. But if you keep messing up, uh, you have to ask for forgiveness a lot when you're messing up, huh? So yeah, you're close to him now, or her, them. You are closed off to them now. They are no longer your concern, right? That you're no longer in their hold. No more of that. Mhm. You're in the universe's hands now. I need you, and I'll never let you go. Yeah, you will. You will. I mean, you can hang on in your mind all you want, buddy. You can, but it's not going to help things because, yeah, this is definitely over with. It's never, ever, ever going to happen again. I know this. No matter what they say to other people, I remember everything. I remember everything that happened, buddy. Everything. I'll never forget. I've learned I've learned that lesson, and they don't deserve you. True. It's true, they don't. Yeah. Love songs remind you of them. You remind them of you. Love songs remind them of you. And of course they do. You're an amazing, loving, sweet person, right? And you feel like you wasted your time on this person. Because you did. It's not a waste of time though. Okay. You wasted a little time. You stayed too long. Is the problem. You should have learned your lesson and moved on. And instead, you gave him another chance, huh? And another one, maybe, and another one after that, maybe, right? I wish I could be who you need. Yeah, well, that takes healing, brother, sister. That takes healing. I don't want to be in a cage. That's you. I can't belong to somebody. I've got to be me and do for me, right? I cannot be in a cage. Cannot. That's my biggest fear, too. Can't do it. Don't leave us. We're already left. We're long gone. Okay. Long gone. Never looking back. Never looking back. Right? Next to the tower. Yeah. This was a tower moment for you, for sure. Yeah. And it hurt. But I think they showed their true colors fairly quickly. Now, you may have given them a couple of chances to redeem themselves. But in the end, the mask always falls, doesn't it's always being held up by just dental floss, because if you're not on the eggshells, if you're not tiptoeing on these eggshells all the time, and just not watch it, you had to watch your mouth and not say certain things, or how about not speak at all for weeks at a time because you're so afraid that you're going to say something to make this person go ah! Right. So you just waited for your moment and you jumped out. You didn't have to be pushed out. They had to be pushed out, but you just jumped. You're like, I'm done. As soon as I can, I'm out. Yeah. The Lovers. Uh, yeah, this is choice, I think today. It means choice. Lovers is it's got so many meanings, okay? But I think today it's a choice. And an action, a commitment. But not a commitment to another person, but a commitment to yourself, and a commitment to the universe, saying, I've learned my lesson. I'm working on me, and I'm not gonna go back to this toxicity and the pointing fingers anymore. Who are you to point your bloody finger at me? You must have been out your mind. Okay. I think they're heartbroken more than you are. I really do. I think that you've learned. I think you learned the lesson really quickly. I think that you look back on it and go, that should have really hurt a lot. I should have cried. I should have. I don't know. It should have hurt worse. But it was easy leaving an asshole. Mm-hmm. Yeah, foot in mouth and head up asshole. What you talking about? Difficult, we'll dance round this one till you pull it out, boy. Okay. You've got something coming in quickly. Quickly. I already know what this is. I could feel it. I could feel it from it. And I even pulled the next card yet. This is success. This is success, y'all. It makes me like jittery. I get so excited. The energy flowing from this card alone is crazy. This is very, very, very fast. Yeah, fast. Okay. You are going to meet somebody. Now, I don't know if you're looking for someone. I'll see if I can get some timing on this, but you're going to meet somebody. Okay. This person is focused on their home and their family and success and abundance. They're working really hard towards an end goal, just like you are. I think you're both in that mindset. Rocky, stop. God, tap dancing in there. I think you're both in that mindset of we're making money. Okay. You're on your own paths right now. And I think that you're coming together. Maybe they had a heartbreak as well. Yeah. So you just both, nose to the grindstone, working hard and taking care of business. Okay. Because you have to. You have to. Who else is going to do it, right? I want to say that I'm hearing Sagittarius and Virgo. I don't know what that means. We can get some timing on when it says soon. Very quickly, speed, right? Quick decisions, change, boldness, excessive force, and generosity, changes, contribution, rebirth, truth. It's the number 8. Yeah, and then we got 6 and 2, which is 8. Okay, all right. And then we've got a 9, which this is unknown or could be. This is be careful. You're not seeing things that aren't there. This this is giving me group vibes, healing, empathy, harmony, responsibility, healing, comfort, steady gain, pleasure after hardship, nostalgia, memories. This is giving me like who you believe is like maybe online group that is family to you, right? The moon is subconscious, illusion, fear, intuition, mystery, deception, dissatisfaction. So be careful that you don't overlook this person from your own judgment. Because who are you to wave your finger, right? Remember that. Find balance in your life to build your success. So, juggling, right? The 2 of Pentacles is he's juggling, okay? And also Capricorn. That's Sagittarius, Capricorn, Virgo. So we got 2 Capricorns here that are really standing out. One is the Devil, and one is this card. Also Pisces for the moon. Okay. Speaking of, this could be around the full moon. I was just thinking, and the full moon's tomorrow, right? I mean, you may have already met this person. I don't know. And I'm just saying online family. Like, I don't know. It is just something that came to mind. It could be a party. It didn't come out specifically. But, okay. Don't self-sabotage this, all right? There could be something very, very nice in that. It could just be a best friend that you're meeting. Okay, someone that you can rely on, depend on, talk to about anything. And let's, yes, let's, okay, let's be friends. Last 3 cards of advice. All right, so yeah, it just wants to now. It switched the subject on us, guys, to this new interest that's coming in. It's period. It's like, okay, we're done with that devil back there. And who is he to wave his finger anyway? Whatever he says doesn't matter. What happened in the past happened. No matter what he says, they say, doesn't matter what they're telling people because those people aren't believing them anyway. So You may have to defend yourself a little, you know, but you can do that. You can do that. You have found a lot of strength and energy here. You found your voice, and I think that was a lot of the lesson that was taught to you by this person in the first place was that you do have a voice. You can hold up your boundaries and not let somebody stomp all over you and kick you around and treat you like dirt. You make the choices in your own life. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the advice from that one right there. That's it. We're gonna end that cycle because it's done. That cycle's over with. And we're just gonna look back and learn our lesson, right? And realize that we're the ones with the power. Okay? We're the ones with the power here. Be gone. You have no power here. Exactly. You just speak your truth. All right. You know what happened. You'll never forget. You'll never forget because it forced you to look within and learn something new about yourself. All right, with this new person here, it could very well be the lovers. It's going to be a choice, I believe, between someone and someone else, maybe. I think they're going through a bit of a heartbreak, so there's a hint for you of who it is since you're meeting these people. This is happening very soon, or it's already happening. You don't even realize it yet because you do have the apathy card here. You may have overlooked this person. Okay. hmm They're a very giving person, but they're very protective as well, and so they're guarded against deceit as well. All right, they're not going to let anybody stomp all over them. They've worked really hard for what they've got, so they're a little, maybe they're looking for an opportunity to talk to you or to approach you, but at the same time, uh, they're guarded. They're keeping their guard up because they've been hurt before recently. Okay, so last three cards of advice we've got lovely. Holding on too tight will stop you from moving forward. Okay, which is the Four of Pentacles. They've got the Four of Cups, which is that apathy card, again, overlooking something that's right in your face or saying, I don't need that. I see you. Maybe I noticed you, but there's something about you that I'm not real sure about. So I'm just gonna, I don't have time to do this, like to search within somebody else. I'm busy searching within myself, right? But this is what's hiding. Okay. They're sturdy, they're solid, they're caring, they're giving. And this person could be like a mentor to you, someone you look up to, someone you admire very much, someone that you're going to have a lot of love for. Um, like I said, it doesn't have to be someone you're in love with. Someone, it could just be someone who just you just learn to care very deeply for. So, own your space with confidence. Holding on too tight can stop you from moving forward. And don't let your focus close you to new ideas. I think that wraps it up, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the like button, please, and subscribe and share if you would mind, if you would not mind. I love you so much. Now, let's do this right. You know what I'm about to say. Dream loves you, Spirit loves you, and God loves you. Peace out.